All right, well, I'm up on the Caravan roof, on the annex roof at the moment, but I'm going to make some changes to the roof to allow for better capture of water. So on this flat surface that I'm on at the moment, I'm going to put a wooden piece of wood, this sort of 90 by 35 or whatever it is, along the edge here and along the back a little way, not all the way, doesn't need to be all the way, and I'll put it as well straight down here. I can't move that, I can't move the satellite dish, so I'll just put it in front of the satellite dish. So what that bit of wood will do is that when it's absolutely pissing down with rain, you're going to lose a bit of water off the side, and I'm trying to alleviate that. So I was going to put a bit of wood at the back as well. So that bit of wood, we'll talk about that, but I was going to put one there, but I don't need one there. Anyway, that should just make me capture a little bit more water. And then the other thing I'm going to do to capture more water is I'm going to utilise the Caravan roof. Now, my plan initially was to run 2 bits of wood down the side like I've done, but I realised that the Caravan goes down from the middle, so it's running one way, running this way from the middle and then that way from the middle, so that wasn't going to help me. So these were just going to be straight, those bits of wood. Now they've gone up at this end, and I've just utilised some logs to get them up 300 mil. And because my plan's changed, I'm still trying to work out what I'm going to do. I've got 3mm insertion rubber, so I've got 2 lengths of 6 meters, which I was going to run lengthways. They're 1200 mil wide, so I was going to run 1 6 meters that way and 1 6 meters along there, and then they'd get glued in the middle. But that's not going to work anymore because it's up higher off the Caravan. It was just going to sit on top of the Caravan, and I was going to cut around these bits at the whatever you call them, vents. I was going to cut around them, and I was going to capture all the water down this end. Now that I've got them up on an angle, I've got to cut them sideways. Now I've just worked out that it will work out, because I've got 2 6-meter lengths. That doesn't work out that good for me, but it's only 2.2 meters wide, so the 6-meter lengths will get me, I will be able to use them, cut them basically in half, and that'll get me one across here and then one across there, and then I'll still have another 2, so I'll get nearly, well, not to the end, but I'll get a good way. Now what I don't know at the moment is 3mm insertion rubber. Can I, if I put enough screws in it, is it going to sit from one bit of wood to the other bit of wood, like across here? You know, is it going to, I'll get it across, no worries, but will it just fall out when there's rain on it? I don't know. Will I have to put battens across here, which would have to be screwed into the bottom? I may have to do that, but we'll get to that. I can't screw them in at the top because it won't work for me. I want to use the edges as to capture the water. So if I screw them in at the bottom, then there's that little lip that I can screw the insertion rubber up the top, and I've got that 90mm lip, so it makes a little bit of a scoop. So what I'm going to do, because the first one's got to be this end, and then they'll be overlapped on top of each other going back the other way, I'm just going to cut this one now at 3 meters, because there's no use cutting it at 2.3 or 2.2 or 2.3. Cut it at 3 meters. I'm not going to use it for anything else. It's going to overlap, but that way I'm going to be able to wrap it around and screw it in at the top, and plus screw it in at the side, so that'll work out better. I just thought of that as I spoke, so you didn't get to see me go, oh. No, but I just thought about that. I can do that, so I'll go down there and cut it now, get a bit up here, and see what I'm going to do about when I come to this vent, whether I'm going to have to cut it, or whether I might just get 2 little bits, sort of like a scoop a scoop here and a scoop on the other side without cutting it, because that way it's going to fully insulate my roof from leaks. So we'll see how that goes. That might work, because the thing is that when I get rain, the Caravan doesn't leak for 4 days, and then it gets waterlogged and then it starts leaking. All right, I'm going to go cut this insulation rubber, or insertion rubber. All right, so I put 3 sheets of rubber down, and so I've just put 1 screw on the other side of that, and when I've gone to put a screw in here and pull this over, so what happens is the whole bit of wood is bending, so it definitely needs a strut in there, but I've decided that I'm definitely going to put bits of wood across the bottom of it, about 1 every metre to the halfway point, and then I'll go from there. Now the other thing is that they've sent me, I've asked for 2 6-metre lengths. They've sent me a 10-metre length and a 2-metre length. Now I thought it was a 2-metre length and then maybe the 12 metres, and I cut the 6 metres off, and then when I went to cut the other 6 metres, well, I cut 3 metres, 3 metres, 3 metres, and then worked out that it wasn't long enough for another one. So they've sent me 10 metres and 2 metres, even though what I ordered was 2 6-metre lengths. So I've sent them an email because I can't use, I have managed to use 1 shorter length, but the other lengths that are left is useless to me. I should have 1 more 3-metre length, which would have got me up to about here, and I still would have needed more, but I mean, that would have been fine for the moment. I'll go to Bunnings, not Bunnings, Mitre 10 tomorrow. I'll measure this up, work out how many pieces I'm going to have to go. What I will do is I'll screw the bits of wood on the top where they've got to go, pull all the sheets off, and then I'll just turn the whole thing upside down so that they're underneath, because it'll be too hard to, I won't be able to drill them underneath, and they've got to be underneath so that basically it just sits down on it like that. That gives it that nice little trough, so to speak. And then from there we'll work out what we're going to do with this. I'm Stayer Off Grid, hope you enjoyed that.